this is your current domicile, the student dormitory. So this is your room. I've never seen many of these items before. If I might be permitted to ask, when I made the request to visit your room, did it make you a little suspicious? I see. In truth, there is something I wanted to tell you. During my forays into your world, I encountered a great many things. Every single one of our outings is a treasured memory, each one a polished, glittering gem. Walking around the crowded Port Island streets, sampling the local cuisine, idling the hours away at the shrine, even visiting your school for a day. And I came to a realization. I had been subconsciously requesting to visit locations that were more and more central to your life. And today, I endeavored to visit the one place in your world where I could learn the most about you. That is the reason as to why I requested to visit your room. If I may be so bold, do you recall the day you gave me a tour of your school? There was a moment where I mentioned that I felt very fulfilled when I touched you. It was the first time I'd ever felt that way. I thought to myself, why did I feel so fulfilled? But after coming all the way here, I finally found my answer. I believe it's because I had the chance to walk in your shoes. Those of us who reside in the Velvet Room wait with great anticipation for our guests. Their arrival is our only link to the outside world and gives us a reason for being. When I'm together with you, I can have that all for myself. Let me put it more plainly. I'm rather naive to the ways of your world, and there must have been many times when I behaved quite strangely. However, even I understand the significance of inviting a gentleman into his own room. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to guide me through it. Thank you.
I spent some time alone with Elizabeth.
I feel as if I've become an entirely different person compared to when I first set foot in your world. If I stay on this side any longer, I fear I will forget my duties entirely. But I understand that wouldn't be ideal for you. That is why I am drawing the line. No more visits here. I shall remain on my side. Thank you very much for acting as a guide on my journey of discovery. I am truly grateful. Now then, though the sorrow may be sweet, let us part.
I'm worried about Ryuji-san, and it's even affecting my concentration. This is a grave situation. What should I do? So she still doesn't feel good about it.
Come to think of it,
Seems like Ida-san has been staring at me a lot. I hope she's not going to embarrass me again. I'm feeling we start Mitsuru's. Like we could do Takabas too, but I'll see how far I can get with both.
Hello. So, I need to know the etiquette of this place. Are there any customs I should follow? Oh, right. Slurping is considered polite. I've heard about that. Hope I can do this correctly. Now then, let us begin. Bon appétit. What a fascinating flavor. I thought it's strange at first, but it carries with it a subtle complexity. Yes, this is quite delicious. Excuse me, Monsieur Chef de Cuisine?
Chef de cuisine? Talking to me?
Your ramen is absolutely wonderful. It's been a while since I last gave my compliments to the chef. What do you use for the bouillon?
Bouillon? What the hell is that? You're asking about the recipe? Sorry, miss, can't tell you. That's how we put bread on the table.
So it's a secret recipe. I completely understand. You don't have to tell me. You mentioned this dish puts bread on the table? I suppose that means it comes in sandwich form as well. I see. What a fascinating delicacy.
That ain't exactly... Well, whatever.
The recipe of something this delectable could likely be patented and sold for quite a profit. Oh, sorry, my imagination got the best of me. I've been wanting to try ramen for a long time. Do you find that unusual? Oh, that's good to hear. I never had the opportunity to eat this kind of food growing up. The style of restaurant is new to me too. So I have to admit, it's something I've always wanted to try. I'm glad we came here today. You've already taught me so much about ramen etiquette. I would love to return here in the future.
I am that.
Oh, I didn't notice the time. We should be going.
Oh, welcome back. You're late. Ryoji-kun was just leaving.
Oh, hey there.
He's been spending a lot of
Chilly
time
out,
out
huh?
here in our
You don't go
dorms.
catching a cold. You know, I stop by here pretty often. Weird we never see each other. Well, I'm out of here. See you later.
Later, Ryoji.
Was that Ryoji-san?
Yeah, he said he was going home.
Why was he here?
To see Junpei. They've been hanging out a lot ever since the school trip.
But the rules state that visitors aren't allowed here.
Yeah, but Kirijo-senpai said it's cool as long as no one stays late.
I don't think we have anything to worry about. He is dangerous. Dangerous? Ryoji-kun?
Come to think of it, he did hit on Mitsuru-senpai the first time he met her.
But having him around has really helped cheer you up, Junpei-kun.
Well, no point in dwelling on the past, right? Won't change a damn thing.
That's true.
What's up, Ai-chan?
I'm fine. It's just... I envy you, Junpei. I'm a machine. So I don't understand what it feels like to live.
Really? But you don't seem that different.
In my case, it's more accurate to say that I'm operational as opposed to alive. There are times when I malfunction, but I can always be repaired.
Well, if we were all like you, then we never have to worry about dying. Oh, crap! I don't have time to talk right now. I've got a mountain of homework. Serves me right for slacking. Well, no use whining.
Junpei studying on purpose? I guess he'll finally froze over. Well, better call it a night then.
The gift of life is not something I should possess. A weapon is much more difficult to operate when it's alive. That said, I believe I understand the concept of loss. Leader, the thought of something happening to you, it makes me... Understood. You are very special to me. I can't explain why, but
I never want to leave your side. I want to protect you at all costs, to be there for you always. I apologize for keeping you. You must be tired. So much has happened in so little time. I'll return to my room as well. Good night. Yoji Mochizuki. He is dangerous. What is this unsettling feeling? I am a machine. I can't die. So no one will have to grieve for me. I have to do something. I don't want to see them suffer anymore.
This room really is too small to practice in. But come to think of it, I guess I don't have to practice in secret anymore. Although, I don't live on the first floor here, so I might be disturbing the people downstairs. I chose a long weapon so I could match the reach of an adult. But then I learned that long weapons are actually better suited for tall people. Oh, I hit my shin again. Jeez, I hope I get taller soon. Oh yeah, where'd my milk go?
Oh my god, that stash of fucking milk, because he's trying to grow taller.
Maybe I should be drinking more milk. It hurts my stomach sometimes, though.
Hello, it's me. Sorry for calling so late. Now then, about the new arrival from the other day. I'd like to ask that you perform a full autopsy. If we find any distinctive features, we may be able to locate her family. Also, I can't help but think that the Kirijo group is connected to Strega in some way. Considering this, I think it would be disrespectful to sweep her death under the rug. And of course, I'll take full responsibility. What did you just say? Transmogrified. The body? But judging by the post-mortem, we were certain she was...
The hell's going on?
All right. I'm sorry, but please keep this strictly confidential until we know more. If there are any other changes... Yes, absolutely. Right then. What is going on? I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens for now.
I want to see you. Please come to the music room. Sorry for the short notice, but I need to see you right now. Damn, okay.
Hey, thanks for coming. Well, how do I put this? I suddenly just got this feeling that I'm running out of time, and I felt like I had to see you. I had to talk to you. Sorry. I'm not even sure what I wanted to say to you. So, I guess for today, I'd like to say thanks. It hasn't been that long since we met, but I feel like I've learned so much by spending time with you. I just really wanted to thank you for that. You showed me around the school and the city. I got to hang out with you and the others. I even got to go on a trip with you. That was a lot of fun. It's been a joy to experience and learn new things every day. Just like this. That's an interesting suggestion. I'm sure it'd be wonderful if we could play together. But maybe we'll save that for another time. When I saw those couples in Kyoto, or when I visited you guys at the dorm, I realized that's what it really means to build a connection with someone. It's that feeling of overcoming something together and keeping each other going. Both sides need to come to an understanding. That's how connections are built, right? I want you to know that you're important to me. I know I said I wanted us to be friends, but I actually want to be something more. What about you? I don't really get it myself, but
Excuse me? Oh, it's you. Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt. I was just passing through the hall, and I heard someone playing a beautiful song on the piano. So I thought I'd stop by to watch the performance. Who was the one playing? Was it you? Oh, I wanted to ask. It might have just been my imagination, but I thought I sensed Ryoji-kun's presence in this room. Were you not with him? Hmm? I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
I kinda just ended up here somehow. It's so strange. The sky and the ground look all weird, and there's no one around. Something bad's happening right now. But for some reason, I feel at peace.
Have you forgotten?
What?
This is the dark hour. Ordinary people shouldn't be free to roam about. You've adapted to it somehow. Too well for a human. I finally understand. That's why I feel this way whenever you are around. You are dangerous. You are my enemy.
Your enemy? Enemy. That's right. It was on a night like this, with a full moon. It was a long time ago.
Yes, we've met once before. You and I were enemies.
Who am I? Who are you?
I am Aegis, the last of the anti-shadow suppression weapons. I was created to destroy shadows.
Created to destroy.
And you, your true name is Death. You are the shadow I sealed away 10 years ago.
Shadow? Yes, 10 years ago, on the night when I was born, I stood on this very bridge.
My sole purpose is to destroy shadows. That is the reason why I was given both a sense of self and a persona.
I am the bearer of the 13th Arcana. Everyone knew me as Death. But when I came into being, a part of my power was broken off and scattered. I wasn't at my full strength back then. I was incomplete.
Even so, your power was still far too great.
Since I was unable to defeat you, my only option was to seal you away. However, under the circumstances, there was only one suitable vessel. A human boy who had the misfortune of being nearby. I had no other choice.
Now I see. I was inside of him all this time. And I unwittingly led him to discover my 12 missing pieces. And then... I get it. I understand now. I remember everything. I know exactly who and what I am.
Palladius!
Don't be foolish, I guess. You can't win. I'm even stronger than before.
A machine is created to serve a specific purpose. I will destroy you. That is my only reason for existing!
It doesn't have to be that way, I guess.
I'm sorry. I can't carry out my mission. I'm a machine that can't fulfill its purpose. I have no reason to exist. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm scared.
Juno! Did something happen?
Yukari? What's the matter?
Well, I realize it's a full moon tonight. You did too, huh? Oh, God. I'm turning into a workaholic. Wait. Is something actually going on?
We're not certain of anything yet, but we can't find Aigis.
What? Where could she have gone?
At one point, I was able to sense a persona, but I lost Aigis right after that.
They animated the fuck out of that
You
cutscene. That was
sensed a
pretty cool.
persona? Could it have been Strega?
Well, she hasn't detected any of them, but we can't be positive.
I've pinpointed her location. The Moonlight Bridge.
All right, call the others. Let's see what's going on over there.
Aigis!
I'm sorry. I remember everything. I remember who I am, who he is. Leader, I know why I wanted to be by your side. I'm sorry. I failed. I'm sorry.
You have no reason to apologize.
You?
Ryoji-kun? Wait, what are you doing here?
Aigis!
What is going on?
What do you mean she stopped functioning?
It's all my fault.
You did this?
Hold on, Akihiko. He's not showing any signs of aggression. Now tell us, who or what are you?
Turns out, I'm not so different from the creatures you call shadows.
You're a shadow?
I'm more than just an ordinary shadow. I'm the Appriser, born from the union of the 12 Arcana.
The Appriser?
I remember everything now. The terrifying truth about the shadows and about me. I can't... It's all so hard to believe.
You know the truth about the shadows?
I do.
What?
The shadows are here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. As for the Appriser, it draws the maternal being to it, allowing her to awaken.
And the Appriser? That's you?
That's right.
His maternal being. What is it?
She's on a level of her own. No words in our language can describe her. 10 years ago, a man collected hordes of shadows and contained them in a laboratory. That's where I was born. But the unification was interrupted, and I awoke before I was complete. After that, Aigis took me down, and I returned the favor.
Aigis? Is this for real, Ryoji?
She knew she couldn't destroy me completely, so out of desperation, she sealed me within a child who just happened to be nearby. That child grew up carrying me inside him, and by some twist of fate, he later made his way back here. He even transferred to your school.
A transfer student? You don't mean...
That's right. I've lived inside him for a long time.
But how...
And when his persona awakened, the 12 shadows did as well. All in order to become one with me.
Ryoji, you're the Appriser? And you were inside of him? How the hell do you expect us to just believe all that?
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, but there's more I need to tell you.
Ryoji-kun!
He's completely worn out. Let's let him rest for now. Aigis needs us too. We'll pick up where we left off after that.
Ryoji's lived inside me for 10 years waiting to make contact with the 12 shadows. Then does that mean the boy named Pharos was actually Ryoji all along? Dun dun dun. Pretends to be shocked. So many questions remain unanswered. However, Ryoji is still unconscious. We took Ryoji and Aigis home. The air surrounding us frigid and somber.
He's awake now. Let's meet tonight on the 4th floor.
Got it.
All right. I'll see you then.
Damn you, Ryoji.
It looks like we're all here.
Exposition dump time. Who gives a shit about him? Who cares?
I'm okay. Thanks. Besides, I have more to tell you guys.
Ryoji-kun.
Then allow me to jump right in. We have many questions that need answers, after all. Yesterday, you said the shadows were here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. Tell us more about this. What happens if she returns?
The maternal being is called Nyx.
Who the hell's Nyx?
Nyx is the mother of shadows. In ancient times, she bestowed death upon this world. If she awakens, the world will be swallowed by darkness, and all life will perish.
All life?
Are you saying everyone will die?
It'd be more accurate to say that we'll all surrender the will to live.
Wait, are you talking about the Lost? The Fall.
But there's still a way to stop it from happening, right? What? Don't tell me there's nothing we can do.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you apologizing? Are you saying there's no way to stop it?
That's right. You heard the bell. That's when it was all decided. I'm the Appriser. The Appriser of Death. The fact that I'm here at all proves the fall is coming.
The fall is coming.
It's inevitable. The entire human race will become members of the Lost. Ryoji's existence confirms the impending extinction of mankind.
When? When will it happen?
I don't think you'll live to see next spring.
That's barely any time at all. What are you guys freaking out about? Nick Schmicks, am I right? All we gotta do is win and we're golden. And we haven't lost a single fight yet, have we?
More like, it's not possible. When you're up against Nyx, power doesn't mean a thing. It's like trying to fight the inevitable. Like death or the flow of time. Nyx can't be defeated. She just can't.
What? This is bullshit!
This is all so sudden.
Everyone is visibly distraught.
I was born from a collection of shadows, but now I have a human form, so I can talk with you, laugh with you, cry with you. It's the gift I received for existing within him, and because of that, I can give you a choice.
A choice?
Nyx's arrival is unavoidable now, but you can choose to live in peace until she arrives. You just have to kill me. If the Appriser disappears, all recollection of the Dark Hour would go with me, and that would erase any memories of this hopeless reality. There'd be no way for you to remember anything. When the fall comes, it'll happen in an instant. You won't have to suffer at all.
We'll forget everything?
I'm saying you can go back to your normal lives, and by doing that, you might buy a little time and delay the fall too. Technically, I'm the same as Nyx, so I can't be killed. But thanks to him, there's a part of me that's become human. So if it's done by his hand, then it may be possible.
Ryoji-kun.
If you don't kill me, everything will stay just as it is. With no hope for salvation, you'll live every day paralyzed by the fear of your impending death. And I don't want to put you through something like that. This is something only you can do. No one else.
Well, I definitely don't want my memories erased. I mean, forgetting all this would be like trying to hide from the truth.
Is that really such a bad thing? If you don't do this, all that awaits is despair greater than you can possibly imagine. You don't understand the terror of certain death. Don't make your decision without at least thinking about it first.
Why is this happening?
You don't have to decide right now. There's still some time. December 31st, New Year's Eve. You have until then to think about it. After that, I'll dissolve into the blackness of the Dark Hour and lose my physical form.
Ryoji.
When Nyx arrives, I'm going to disappear anyway. So please, don't worry about me. I'll be back when New Year's Eve rolls around.
Hey! Ryoji, wait!
Stop, Junpei-kun! I felt Ryoji-kun's presence vanish just now. There's no point in chasing him. He's gone.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess he'll be back.
Ryoji's revelation was all too devastating. The world will soon perish. Mankind is destined for extinction. A difficult decision lies before me. Death is inevitable. The appraiser truly did deliver a death sentence to us all. I can't think clearly right now. How do you even choose the way you want to die? I love how, like, we're about to die. We know we're gonna die. Death is coming. 93% of us played at the arcade anyway. Fuck it, who gives a shit anymore?
Interesting. So this is what the interior looks like. It's smaller than I expected. Well, technically, yes. But I did pass by once with Akihiko. So, I understand that you don't eat with utensils here? My lack of knowledge on this subject is a serious problem. In all honesty, it's a good thing you're here. Is it actually profitable to sell these items at such low prices? I'd be interested to know the average cost per unit. Oh, sorry, I found myself lost in thought again. In truth, I didn't ask you here just to eat. I wanted to express my personal thanks to you. Right now, our strength and conviction are being tested to their limits. We've only made it this far because we've been blessed with each other's partnership. I know I've been asking a lot of you, even more than the others, but I truly appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Oh, I didn't realize we were talking for so long. It would be rude to let the food grow cold. Shall we begin? Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion. I mean, that does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single person. Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me. Seeing is believing, I suppose. Excuse me, one piece of takoyaki, please. What? Oh, there.
This lady's seen me here like so many times by now with all of my friends.
How generous. So I'll receive an entire tray for this price. So it's filled with diced octopus. Interesting. There's a mild sourness combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful. Are there other ingredients mixed in? In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon. That reminds me, Akihiko once mentioned this place. Speaking of Akihiko, don't you think he's been acting differently lately? I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing. Of course I'm happy. With all that we've been through, it can be difficult to get over what's happened in the past. But Akihiko is using his experiences to make himself stronger. I'm quite impressed by that. When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my own life. It's the most peculiar feeling. Anxious? You may be right. Maybe a part of me is panicking because I feel like I'm being left behind. Sorry, don't mind me. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry to subject you to my thoughtless rambling. Just forget I said anything. I'm not sure what you mean. That takoyaki was absolutely delicious. We should eat here again sometime. You know, there's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia. No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues. My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you? That's a straightforward answer. However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons. But as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this? If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly. Looks like we ended up staying until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go.
Yo, even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as if nothing happened. Have you decided?
No.
I haven't. But I'm not trying to avoid it either. I want to believe that I'll reach an answer.
You just purchase a ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy a film. This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience. Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater. It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well. I don't quite mean to say that. It's just that my time available for riding is limited. Lately, I find myself dreaming about driving to some far-off destination without telling a soul. Well, fantasizing can be fun in its own way. Together? Just the two of us. Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me? Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now. You know, I have to wonder, when my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting, but if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
Good morning. How does everyone seem regarding that discussion? Everyone's thinking hard, man. She's like the only one having a good time because me and her are hanging out. Well, I feel the same as others, but we can't continue on like this forever. We should talk with everyone tonight. Oh, okay.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture. Oh, no, there's no need. Thank you, though. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it. I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding. Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue. And some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it. Fiancé has been chosen.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time. Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved. This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally planned, that's all. This is for the best. My mother and father walked the same path, so I won't run from my fate. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep. What could you possibly do? Still, though, hearing you say that almost makes me want to believe.
By the way, love that we have full-on discussions in our library and like no one seems to give a shit.
Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this. I already made the decision to carry out my duty, but whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you? I think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me. All right. It looks like everyone's here now.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan? You okay, Fuka?
You're just so calm, Yukari-chan.
I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything. Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
You're absolutely right. We humans are quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation. So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
Have you made up your mind, Sanada-san?
No, but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight Nyx?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death. In any case, we have to choose one way or the other. I obviously don't want to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Is that how you feel?
Me?
That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? Have you decided?
Nah.
What's the matter? Scared?
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
Junpei,
It's death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared. And here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic. Can't you see? We're all gonna die!
Then what do you think we should do? Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey, this whole thing is your fault. You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it. You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Junpei!
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it!
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It's just, it doesn't matter how many times I tell myself. I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me!
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. And hey, I'm sorry for teasing you earlier. I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yuka-tan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
I'm sorry. I knew the truth deep down, but still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now. Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
And I'm like, so does anyone want to go to Tartarus? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't go without her. Actually, like legit. What is he doing now? Is he crying like before?
Sorry.
Sorry about earlier, man. I know you've been helping me this whole time. But you know that sinking feeling when you hit a dead end? Yeah, it sucks. Koromaru is always so calm and collected. He was at the shrine all by himself. I want to be more like Koromaru. I don't want to be stuck in the past anymore. Aragaki-san let me live for a reason.
Hey, so...
Don't worry about what Junpei said earlier, okay? You know all that stuff about Ryoji-kun is inside you. No one thinks it's your fault. You're still you, the same person now as you always been. Why would he do it at a time like this? He'd probably fight the end of the world with all he had. Yeah, that's what he would do. Any last parting words, Mitsuru? I'd considered the possibility that we could simply stop Ryuji from initiating the fall, but it appears that isn't a possibility after all. And if we kill him, we'll lose our memories, but still be unable to prevent it. Is Mutatsu there? Okay. Let's go to Utatsu. I haven't really recorded it because, like, I don't know. I don't think it's like the most interesting social link, but maybe I'll record it for some fluff, so it's not all doom and gloom. Some monk who drinks by himself.
I thought your face looked familiar. You here again, kid? Even Buddha's not that forgiving. All right, that's it. I'm gonna hand you over to the bouncer and... Well, there's no Buddha in this world, so... Stop looking at me like that and sit down, kid. So tell me, is it that fun hanging out with an old monk whose own wife and kid left him? How come you're always alone when I see you? Don't you got any friends?
Nah.
Well, either you like being alone or you got problems. In any case, well said. No hesitation whatsoever. Don't worry if you don't got any friends. Most of life's troubles come from human relationships anyway. Let's define a friend as someone you hold dear. The way I see it, no one in this world ever really cares for others. People always want something out of a relationship. They only really love themselves. You don't call someone who doesn't like you your friend, do you? No. Because you know you won't get nothing from them. Which means in this world, no one you can truly hold dear. At the end of the lonely road of love, kid, you're the only one left standing there. But you see those gals over there? Ones on the dance floor? You can bring one of them over here. I'll be your friend in return, huh? What do you think? I know you can do it. Too tired to go talk to him, huh? You look like you're gonna doze off any second now. Go home for now, kid. Besides, I know you're gonna come again anyway, even if I tell you not to.
I think I've acquired a taste for fast food. Just the other day, I had the urge to ride my motorcycle out at night to buy some. It's your fault that I'm having these temptations now, you know. Do you remember when I told you I was hesitant to meet up with you like this? I'd like it if you could forget I ever said that. We both sleep under the same roof. There's no point in stressing over it. And besides, I just need to steel my resolve. Say, I have just one favor to ask. Could you continue to show me new places like this? Just until graduation. I'd like to see more of this world that I've been so blind to. Or is that too selfish a request?
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
Thank you. Let's make some wonderful memories with what little time we have left. You've taught me so many new things. Whether you're taking command in battle or just talking with me like this. As long as I have these memories of you, I'll be all right. Or so I hope. Now then, the day is still young. You promised me your time. I'd like you to make good on that now.
I hung out with Mitsuru until it was time to return to the dorm.
I was just thinking you might show up, and here you are. Hey, don't get the wrong idea, kid. It's not like I was looking forward to seeing you or anything. Anyway, what's the deal with your hair, kid? Doesn't it get in your eyes? Is that the style nowadays? My son kept his hair long, too. You should cut it. No, better yet, shave it all off. Give the bald look a try. You got a good attitude, kid. You do get what I'm saying, don't you? I'm not talking about fashion here, you know. I'm saying you'd be better off without your hair. Oh, sure, you're young and good-looking now, but just you wait. I mean, look at me. I'm old and ugly. My cheeks sag like a damn bulldog's.
Ugh.
That's life, kid. People get old. Someday you'll be just like me. One day in the future, you'll see your mug in the mirror and think, damn, I was handsome back in the day. Here's a little trick so you don't lose hope in the future. Just don't expect nothing. Simple, huh? That way you won't ever be disappointed. You're gonna lose your hair eventually, kid, so why bother with it now? Bald is beautiful. You just wake up in the morning and go. No fuss. You'll need a hat for the winter, but I say go for it. I'll spot you money for a shave and some clippers if you're short. What, is all my talking putting you to sleep? Well, you can't sleep here, kid. Go home and rest in your own bed.
I'd been interested in seeing that film for a while now. It was a fascinating watch. While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful. When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me. And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision. Say, have you ever thought of running away to a place like that? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are? I see. So you feel that way too sometimes. I'm not saying I wish to leave everything behind. It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name. I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now. That's very kind of you. The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into. While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested
Oh
in
Lord,
someone
there we
right now.
go.
I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings. Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario. Up to me.
Ah, there you are. Hey, Mitsuru!
Oh my god, I think it's her fiance.
I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been. Come on, let's go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you? Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me. Why the long face? You're supposed to be my fiancé, you know. Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement. If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience. Why must you and your family always be so difficult? Well, at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief. I imagine you feel the same.
Jesus, bro, what the fuck?
How dare you say that? Thank you.
Who the hell are you? This is none of your business. Get lost. Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. And the Kirijo Group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason. Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that. Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me. It's all right.
I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up. By the way, you, who do you think you are worming your way into her favor? You ought to know your place in society. A commoner like you isn't even fit to breathe the same air. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
I said that's enough! I won't let you insult him!
What? Why are you getting so angry?
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me!
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all. He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times. I want to be with him. Now. And forever.
Whoa. You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say? You're supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you. As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with. Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
Not Philistine, holy shit.
Grandpa! Grandpa!
A lot went down. A lot went down there, y'all. Although I propose living life as normally as possible, I suppose the stakes are so done knowing what's gonna happen. So, mom's the word here, the fucking dorms, okay. Hell yeah, another Akihiko link. Let's go. Alright, first on the list is jogging in Naganaki Shrine. Let's go.
You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed. So, what do you think? Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is...
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada.
Not these thugs again.
We've had a good run up until now. Today's where it ends.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
There's no getting away this time. Not for you, and not for your chicken shit buddy either.
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
Yeah, we saw some girls there. And a kid, too. Sure hope they're keeping safe.
Stay back. I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on, make your move.
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur? the boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over. Is that what you want? Huh?
That is true. I could never do something like that to my supervisor, or my boxing teammates. But even if that's how I feel, I can't back down now. I'll carry that responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to. I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
Ah, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh. All right then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
Oh my god.
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers. Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again. If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police. Let's go to my room for now.
No, not this scene. Oh no, no.
Well, I'd like to put out some tea, but I have to take these off first. They're more than just fashionable. These hand wraps protect my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them. Whether my fists deal damage or not depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring. Anyways, make yourself comfortable. So, the reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on. I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities. But after hearing what the appraiser said, I felt afraid. I felt anger too. Knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless. I told myself I'd face things head on. But I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now? You're totally right. I'm sure I'll find my answer soon enough. Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head. Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome. And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others. You really are strong, you know that? Anyway, as someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I've faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that. I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere.
I can see a familiar handmade craft on the desk. It's that cardboard gold medal that's Sonata's sister.
that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card. We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me. You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything. For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was gonna do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach. But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me in the end. It's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal, but this is my starting point. And it's something that I should keep with me. You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this? Oh, sure. I did it, Miki. It's a huge honor. I'll fight to protect it like a champ, guarding his title. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time. I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you, so you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for. I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today. Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder. What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells. Just a minute, I'll get them ready for you. You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10. You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too.
I quietly acknowledged Sonata's determination, then returned to my room. That was so cute. I feel inspired by his enthusiasm. Aww.
You're late. I was just thinking about leaving. You've been coming here a lot too, huh? You alright, kid? You know, financially, paying for the drinks here? High school kids don't have much money, do they? At least, I never gave much to my son. Do you now? Guess you kids have ways to make money these days. You're not doing anything illegal, though. Are you, kid? Not that I care. By the way, let me ask you. Is there anything you want right now? And I mean something you can buy with money, not some crap like love or a sense of humor. That was a stupid question, I should have guessed. Materialistic desire can lead to aspiration. Still, when you get to be my age, well, try thinking about it this way. You work to make money so you can have a better life. But to make enough money, you gotta work all the time. So you never get to enjoy that better life you're working so hard to have. Quite a paradox, isn't it? Do you know what the average lifetime income of a white-collar worker is? Including a retirement fund and an annual pension. It's 250 million yen. That's not even close to a lottery jackpot. A Thanks to me, you learned something new today, huh, kid? Now, don't waste your life working all the time trying to get rich. Just take life as it comes. I worked my ass off for a lousy 250 million yen. And for what? I wish I could buy back all the time I lost.
You go on ahead to the shrine. I'll grab us some takoyaki. Sweet. Be right there. Got some takoyaki. And this one's for you. Sure thing. Be sure to thank me for every single bite. Just messing around. To be honest, this is kind of an apology for the other day. You know, back when I blew up at you, one pack of takoyaki ain't gonna make up for it, but it's better than nothing, right? Thanks. Still, I felt like words weren't enough for an apology. I took my anger out on you, and you totally didn't deserve that. It's 'cause I really wanted to take out my anger on someone else. Remember when I mentioned I was visiting someone at the hospital? And how I pissed her off, but I didn't know what I did wrong? I think I get it now. A while back, I was asked what I'd be doing with my life in 2 years. By Chidori. And being the insensitive dumbass I am, I said something like, "Beats me," for a long time. I didn't even understand how it must have felt for her to ask me that. So it's no wonder she got upset. She was facing something really scary. And there I was, acting like it was no big deal. The other day, when everyone was all calm and chatting about what Ryoji said, it put everything into perspective. And it finally hit me. I lost my shit and snapped at you. I'm really sorry about that, man. Hey, come on, eat up. Don't want cold takoyaki, do you? Woohoo, that was tasty. And it's not too bad cold either. Hey, by the way, have you decided what you're gonna do on the 31st yet? Gotcha. Look, man. Me and the others might tell you all kinds of stuff, but whatever we say, go with your own gut. You've dealt with enough as it is, you know? I've always been jealous of you. You're a special dude, and everyone's always counting on you. But at the same time, I knew you were the one making all the tough calls. You're always looking out for everyone around you. Even people like me. Sure, I was jealous, but watching you, I knew I could never be you. So, I figured maybe it's time you chose what you wanted to do for a change. Besides, forgetting everything doesn't exactly sound so bad, does it? I mean, I obviously wouldn't like that. It'd suck to forget everything. But that's just how I feel. You should follow your feelings. Whatever you choose, I won't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, that's enough serious stuff. Chats like this make my throat all dry. Or maybe it's just a takoyaki. Let's grab a drink somewhere and head back. That okay with you, Mr. Leader?
That was cute. I love that.
No, it's you. Hey, can you help me out, kid? I don't feel so good. can't believe I let this happen. How pathetic. Oh. I'm in bad shape. Yeah. You're right, kid. I should go home and sleep. Even if I go home, I completely forgot I have a memorial service to conduct. Reciting the Heart Sutra with a hangover is gonna be rough. Back in the day, all I
Oh,
needed
so you're
was
still like a practicing
cold
monk.
shower and I'd be
I thought you were
fine
just
no
like a
matter
retired
how much
monk.
I drank. I guess I'm getting old, huh? It's always in times like these when it's hardest to be alone. You asking if there are other monks at my temple? My temple's small, and I don't depend on nobody but myself. I'm the only one there. If you think about it, it's better to be alone. Less stress. You don't have to wait for someone else to get out of the bathroom when you need to go. My son took forever in there. Yeah, living alone is the way to achieve peace and serenity. Everything we see has form. No form has permanence. It's all in constant motion. Form has no self. Its true face is that of emptiness. And yet, form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. No two things in this world are the same. Well, to put it simply, no matter how hard you try to live your life right, someone else can always mess it up. Because form is emptiness. And emptiness
Yeah. We got it.
It's me.
Huh? Oh, come in. You don't stop by very often, Senpai. Is something wrong?
No, not particularly. Is this a bad time?
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Hey, are you teasing me?
Nah, I'd never.
Sure.
I wonder what this Nyx is like. Do you think it's inside Tartarus?
I have no idea.
By the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, right, Senpai?
You got me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to read.
I've made my decision as well. The Kirijo group is slowly regaining its footing. After I graduate, the plan is for me to eventually take over as leader. Turning back was never really an option for me.
But what if you die?
If we can defeat Nyx and I die in the process, then the company will continue on without me. And I'm confident they'd carry on my wishes.
But from what we've heard, Nyx can't be defeated. Though I kinda wonder about that. We've got someone on our team who seems pretty unkillable too.
That's true. And he's an exceptional persona user, even if death was empowering him from within.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He certainly is.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, I don't think it matters if we live or die. All that really matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I know I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Is this about honoring your father's legacy?
Yeah, that's part of it. But mostly, it's about me and how I feel.
I understand.
Senpai, a while back, you asked me to face what comes next with you. You didn't forget, did you?
I could never forget. We'll fight together, Yukari.
Good.
today, kid. Mind listening to what this old monk has to say? Those folks downstairs, they're probably around your age, huh? It looks like they're having fun drinking and dancing, but you look closely, their eyes say otherwise. I bet they come here to relieve stress from the day. But I wonder if any of them are actually enjoying themselves. Stress won't go away unless you deal with the root of the issue. You can put it off, but it'll always come back. This place is more of a refuge than a club to me. Those kids really want to relax. We should switch the music to the Heart Sutra. Hey, there's a microphone over there. Bring it over, kid. I'll perform a live sutra reading. Don't underestimate me, kid. My reading of the Heart Sutra will change your life. But I guess you're right. This place is too small to recite it properly. I've got a kid around their age, you know. My one and only son. He'll be 21 this year. He's a little older than you. He's alive, that is.
All right. I don't think anyone will come up here for a while. I leveraged my position on the student council to make it happen. This is, the first time I've ever used my authority for personal reasons. Wait, that's not important right now. What am I doing? What I'm trying to say is, we need to talk. Firstly, I have to apologize. I'm sorry for what happened last time. Oh, so it did. When that happened, I said all manner of things about you, and then I just ran off. That was unbelievably insensitive of me. I'm sorry. I had been planning on telling you my feelings. I just didn't think I'd end up shouting them in public like that. Hey, don't tease me like that. I didn't think I had it in me either. Ever since I started spending time with you, my life has been full of new experiences. I felt shock, joy, even outrage, but every time I've always been thinking of you. Now that it's come to this, I'm obligated to tell you exactly how I feel. Here goes. I love you.
Oh, I feel so bad. Mitsuru's voice is trembling. I feel I'd better choose my words carefully here.
I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment.
Oh, so sorry.
I see. That's unfortunate, but I'm glad I cleared the air. You told me it was up to me how to handle these emotions. Thanks to that, I was able to be honest with myself. If I had kept my feelings locked up, I never would have been able to move forward. It is imperative to be true to our hearts, just as you were with your answer. Thank you. If I hadn't harbored these emotions, I would have continued lying to myself, justifying it all under the Kirijo name. And if that had happened, there's no doubt I would have failed on my path in the future. From now on, I'm not going to let myself be constrained by my family heritage. It's because of who I am as an individual that I ended up meeting you. Now then, I certainly have a lot to thank you for, but there's one more matter I'd like to bring up. I haven't eaten since this morning, so I'm terribly famished. I'd say you bear some responsibility for this. I could do with some takoyaki on our way back. Your treat?
Fair enough.
I'd hardly complain if you were to do at least that much to mend a broken heart. The battery and tire pressure look good. And I've already changed the oil, so that's fine. Indeed. Maintaining and customizing a motorcycle is almost as enjoyable as riding it. Though if I start tinkering with the suspension and whatnot, there'd be no end to it. There have been days I've lost track of time doing this and had to run into meetings covered in oil. It seems I'm the type of person who can fall very deep into things. I'll have to be more careful. Oh, by the way, the matter involving my ex-fiancé was resolved sooner than I expected. They ended up reaching out to us about a potential business arrangement, without any of the marriage talks, of course. We managed to negotiate some favorable terms, so that should put the company back on track. I could have decided to burn that bridge, but I'd prefer not to shut down a genuine attempt to compromise. It may be thanks to you that I've become so open-minded. All right, before we head out, I had a small gift for you, since you've done so much for me. It's the key to my motorcycle. I'm not going to run from my future anymore. Rather, there's no longer any need to. This motorcycle isn't meant to be an escape from my feelings. It's a dear friend that gives me the freedom to go wherever I please. Once I realized that, I felt that I absolutely had to show it to you. As our leader, I think it would be quite fitting if you had the skill to ride my dear friend here. When this is all over, let's take this motorcycle and go on a trip somewhere together. Isn't it? We'll have to start thinking about where we want to go. I look forward to the day you learn how to ride it yourself. Once we go on that trip, I imagine it'll be full of things I've still yet to see. You were the one who taught me the joy of new discoveries. I can hardly wait.
We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Empress within thyself.
All right, I think we've talked enough. Today, it's my turn to show you something new. Go ahead and sit on the back. Don't worry, it's just a short drive. I even prepared a helmet for you. The weather is perfect today. The view from the Moonlight Bridge is quite a sight to see, you know. Here goes. Hold on tight.
I'm glad she took everything so well. We rode around the city, then returned to the dorm.
Sorry for making you come all the way up here. Well... would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now. It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it. I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then. I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai. Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you. Thank you for this. Now then, please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here. You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai. I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you. I'm alright, but I am glad I decided to use toy weapons. I don't know what decision you'll make in the end, but as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime? Thank you. I'll get closer to beating you. Just wait. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm. Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward. I used to think I didn't have a place to call home, but I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward. That's why I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying, and that means I need to do my best too. I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me. I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget. Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is
Well,
where you
I mean, isn't this where she died, technically?
I was planning on visiting her, but when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Beats me. It doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
All right.
Christmas. I think it's really cute.
You're late. What kept you, huh?
Matsudo stinks of alcohol like he normally does. He must have been drinking a lot.
Don't you think it's rude to make someone wait? Didn't Dad tell you not to do that, huh? Dad? You just call me Dad? Yeah, you always call me an old bastard, but you're only nice whenever you need some money. I thought you got in a drop dead somewhere or something. Don't make me worry like that. Where the hell are you wandering around? It's late. Well, that's true. It's none of my business. But watch your mouth. Who the hell do you think raised you, huh? You. What the... All this time, I thought you were... Guess my eyesight is getting bad after all.
Damn. Not me spending fucking Christmas Eve with a drunk. I can't.
Spending all my time with clients, missing anniversaries, birthdays. I wonder if they felt the same way I did. I was waiting for you earlier. Before I became a monk, I was a plain old businessman. The three of us were just a typical family. But they both left me. My wife and my son. Been 4 years now. I used to stay out past midnight all the time. My wife and I would always fight about it. Now when I go home, I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, I just come here and drink every night. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I shaved my head, but that was just for show. I get drunk to avoid facing my problems. Oh yeah, you could say I'm running away. She hasn't contacted me since then. Must have gotten over me already. I have no idea where they are, or if they'd even want to see me. It's too much of a hassle. All right, kid, enough of the depressing talk. Let's get out of here. I want to go home and take a shower. Hey, sorry about last time when, you know, forget about it, all right? Anyway, would you mind listening to this old man complain? I'm sober today, so sit tight, will ya? All I had to do was look all serious and recite the sutras. I can make easy money from donations. That's what I thought. That's why I set aside my pride and begged my parents to let me take over the temple. Every day is someone's death anniversary. Kinda makes you think how long people have been around. Well, I'm working memorial service after memorial service 24/7. My little temple was some kind of convenience store. Only I could. But I have a strong sense of duty. I can't say no to someone who needs my service. It's the burden of a strong moral compass. But, as you can see, I'm too busy. I gotta push this old body of mine to the limit. I hate this work your ass off mentality.
Me too.
Maybe I should think of something else to do with my life. Can't keep this up for much longer. My alcohol tolerance is weaker too. I've been drinking too much lately. Making a fool of myself like I did the other day. Thanks. I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but I'll take it. Oh. Then how's this for an excuse? We never filed for divorce, and I've got some pretty good real estate now that I've inherited this temple. It's not a bad deal. Got enough money that I can retire and just enjoy the rest of my life. What do you think? Oh, well, I'm thinking about asking him to come back. You know, my wife, my son. First, I gotta find out where they are. I'll hire a detective. I don't care how much it costs. And when I see him, first thing I'm gonna do is tell him I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna be concentrating on them, so probably won't be seeing you anytime soon. Well, I'm glad this is it. One brat is all I can handle at a time, and I've got to deal with my own son now. If I knew it was gonna end up like this, I never would have become a monk. I guess I'll go to a detective agency tomorrow. All right, let's get going, kid.
Junpei-kun?
Ah, hey Fuka.
What brings you here?
Nothing really. I've been coming here a bunch lately.
Is that sketchbook,
Ah, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met. What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
I am?
Honestly, you were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else. I can't even describe it.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself. I mean, just the other day, I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work, aren't I?
That's not true.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuka.
That's why I want to protect everyone. After all, the Dark Hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it? But our persona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
True to yourself. You're really something, Fuka. Let's fight together.
Okay.
I love that shit. I love how we see our team interact with one another, like outside of us. Like we're not the only, like we're a tether within them, you know, but it's like they genuinely have their own lives and they like each other. I don't know, I just think it's really cute.
Maybe this is what they call divine guidance. The detective called me this morning and said he found my wife and son. He said they're running a small restaurant. Sounds like it's pretty popular among the locals. My son's married. His wife is pregnant. Sure makes me feel old. I ain't coming back till I earn their forgiveness. So, I'll be out of town for a while.
I think he's talking about the ramen
saw
restaurant,
your face
actually.
would be the day I leave. I'll be going tonight. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. If my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about proposing to my wife again. Even though I'm not
You know,
so
I take
good
my
with
words
words.
back.
I wanna
Mutatsu's social
say,
link's actually pretty good.
I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound? Come on, kid. You're embarrassing me. Might not mean much coming from a monk who couldn't relinquish thoughts of the family he lost. But I was finally able to face the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. It was an enlightenment of sorts. It's all your fault, kid. After lecturing you all those nights, you started reminding me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate.
I do
If I'd
too.
not met you, I don't think I'd ever see my family again. I owe you, kid.
We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the tower within thyself.
this. Think of it as a goodbye gift. When you mix Cointreau with white rum and lemon juice and shake it, you get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something. But I consider XYZ to be the best of the best. It tastes so good going down. I'll be praying that your future will be XYZ. So long, kid.
Hey, it's me. You got a sec? Morning. I've got good news. Aigis is coming back today. Mitsuru-senpai said her injuries are all healed up. We're meeting in the lounge tonight. Don't forget, okay? See ya.
I've returned, everyone. Sorry to have worried you all.
Man, it's good to see you. It's been a whole month, you know? I was getting nervous.
Me too. I was afraid I wouldn't see you again. I'm just a machine. I can always be rebuilt. Even if I'm completely destroyed, my programming data would still exist.
Come on, don't talk about yourself like that.
I was told she'd need another week for a complete recovery, but I had the work expedited. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Mitsuru-san visited me while I was at the lab. I heard what happened. You've all been through so much. Have you been well? Well, given the circumstances, I'd assume not. I'm sorry. I could have done so much more. 10 years ago, what I did to you was... But if I hadn't done what I did to you, you wouldn't be suffering like this. As for what Ryoji-kun said, have you already made your decision? I have a favor to ask. Tomorrow, when Ryoji-kun comes back, please, kill him. I can't bear to see you all suffer like this. If you're in this much pain, I beg you, choose to surrender your memories. Even if it means forgetting everything and everyone.
Aigis, what are you talking about?
Yeah, seriously. This is not like you.
What is it, Aigis?
Why? Why did I come back here? My duty is to protect people from shadows. But now, it's clear that I can't defeat them. What am I even doing here? No matter how hard I try, I can't even shed a tear for you. Aigis. Why do you try to fight when you know it's hopeless? Why risk everything when it will only lead to suffering? You're all just throwing away your lives. I don't understand.
We're not throwing away our lives. In fact, our eyes are set on the future. Isn't that right?
Right.
I don't understand. Perhaps it's because I lack a life of my own.
It's got nothing to do with having a life.
I'm a machine created to protect humans from shadows, but I can't carry out that duty with the power I have. So what is my purpose now? I just don't know, and no one can give me an answer.
Well, yeah. You don't have the answers. The meaning of life or death isn't something someone else can just teach you. Making your own decisions is hard, no matter who you are. No choice is perfect, you know? But as long as we're alive, we gotta do something. When you see someone going through the same thing you're going through, you just want to help them. That's how we plan on getting through this. Maybe that wasn't the best explanation, but that's the idea.
That's the idea?
When I saw you collapse, I realized something. I want to protect you, I guess. I don't want to forget about you.
Fuka-san.
There are times when you'll lose sight of your purpose and you'll have to search for it. But if you can't find it again, then what you need is to seek out a new purpose. I'm not really one to talk, but I feel like I've learned something important this year. To truly live is to be willing to change. And we have to make those choices for ourselves.
Do you think I'll be able to change too?
You have changed so much. Haven't you noticed? You've even started speaking like a real human.
I understand what my purpose is now. I'm a machine with the directive to live, and the one issuing this new command is me. I'll stare fear in the face and choose to live. This is the promise I've made to myself. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but perhaps that's a part of living too.
Yeah, it sure is.
Aww.
Will you allow me to join you in this fight?
You kidding? Of course. You've always been one of us.
Thank you. From now on, I stand with all of you, no matter what happens.
Yeah!
Ryuji has returned, as promised. It's time for me to make my decision.
Hey, it's been a while. Midnight's just around the corner. When it hits, I'll lose this form. And I won't be me anymore. So, have you made a decision? Then, I'll be waiting in his room until midnight. Come see me when you have your answer.
Ryoji-kun.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't let the fact that you have to kill me influence your decision. Like I said, I'm gonna disappear either way. I don't have any hang-ups about dying, so you don't need to worry about me.
That wasn't really at the forefront of my mind.
I'll be
Ryoji,
waiting.
if I'm being honest.
Have you made your decision? I see. Have the rest of you decided?
No need to ask me.
You know how I feel.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't on board.
I'm with the rest of you.
I'm on board too.
I've made my decision as well.
Sounds like we're all on the same page.
Better let him know then, okay?
Hey, it's been a long time since we talked like this in your room. Though back then, I had a different form and a different name. It seems like you all decided to let me live. You're all going to risk your lives on a battle you can't win. But they're not the ones here right now. You are. I'll say this one more time. If you kill me, Tartarus, the Dark Hour, and the memories of your battles will all disappear. Tomorrow, you'll wake up as a normal high school student. You'll be able to live in peace until the moment of the fall. But if you let me live, you'll spend every waking moment until that day dreading your inevitable death. Nyx can't be defeated. It's pointless to fight her. Are you still thinking, or have you already made up your mind?
I have consulted with the other judges, but the final decision is mine to make. We're sparing him. We gotta get that true ending, y'all.
I guess I wasn't able to change your mind. There's still some time until midnight. I didn't want to have to show you this, but I have no choice. Do you see? I am not human. I will bring death to this world until I am finally satiated. There is no need to hesitate over killing me. Now, consider this very carefully. Is confronting Nyx really what everyone wants? Some things in this world cannot be changed. That's something you can't comprehend. Memories are not set in stone. Old ones can be replaced with new ones, creating a new reality. Don't you think you should put a stop to everyone's pain and suffering? It's up to you. Only you can make this decision. Now, this is your last chance. Tell me your answer. Please kill me. More than anything, I don't want to see you suffer. After all, you're someone very special to me. I understand. As sad as I am to hear it, it's your life. You're free to do what you want with it. I'll respect your decision. Let's get back to the others. I need to tell you guys how to confront Nyx. Somehow, I knew that's what you'd choose. I know you better than anyone, after all. I have this feeling like I always wanted to see you again. That's why I came back to you as Ryoji Mochizuki. Maybe there really is some power out there that can do the impossible. And if there is, I know you all have it. Oh, right. Here. I want you to have this. I know this isn't exactly the best timing, but I never thought I'd feel this way. Whenever you play this music box, I hope that you'll remember me. Come on, let's go. Everyone's waiting.
Yo, what's up, Ryoji?
It's a painful decision, but it's yours to make.
That's right.
But it's impossible to defeat Nyx.
We'll go as far as we can. We have to try.
You're the only one saying it's impossible. Personally, I don't care if it is.
All right, then. It's almost midnight, so I'll make this short. I should tell you where to find Nyx. She's at the very top of Tartarus. On the promised day, you have to make your way to the top of the tower.
The promised day.
It's exactly 1 month from tomorrow, January 31st, 2010. On that day, Nyx will descend to Tartarus, and that's when the world will end.
1 month.
Tartarus is a gigantic rift in the night sky. It acts as a beacon to guide Nyx. With the Appriser's arrival, Nyx learns that the way has been prepared, and she begins her descent. And with her, she brings the demise.
That explains why it's called the Tower of Demise. So what you're saying is, We can fight Nyx if we reach the top.
That's right. But remember, after today, you'll be fighting against eternal despair. I've said it before, but Nyx can't be defeated. When you come face to face with her, you'll finally understand why. And then, you'll realize exactly what you're trying to stand against.
We understand. You don't need to keep telling us. 1 month from now, January 31st. We won't forget.
Well, I'll be going then. I want to leave you while I'm still in this form.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess I'm sorry for all the pain and suffering I put you through.
I won't forget that you were my enemy. And my friend.
I guess.
Thank you. This is probably the last time we'll get to see each other like this, but I'll always be watching over you. Well, so long then. Best wishes in the coming year. That's what you say on New Year's Eve, right? See ya.
That punk.
We have 1 month until January 31st. We'll get through this together.
I made an important decision together with my friends. I feel an unremarkable bond with them.
We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the fool within thyself.
We all share the same goal. Our relationship has grown stronger. Now the team is even more united than ever. A new year is about to begin. In 1 month, on January 31st, we will face Nyx. We must reach the top of Tartarus by then. This is what we've all decided. 2009 is quietly drawing to a close. It was a year filled with many memories.
Good morning. Oh, and, Happy New Year.
Yeah, let's make it a good one.
Happy New Year to you too, Koro.
Oh, man. I totally overslept. Why'd I stay up all night watching that stupid movie? It was about zombies in Italy or something. Anyone else catch it?
Why would I watch something like that?
Is anyone gonna visit the shrine?
I already stopped by enough shrines on my jogs. I'd say I'm covered.
Yeah, I'll pass. I don't want to deal with the New Year's traffic.
Oh, that's too bad. Yukari-san and the others are already there. Apparently, Mitsuru-san got kimonos for all of them.
Kimonos, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna run to the store.
Hold it.
Huh?
You're going to the shrine? I thought you didn't want to go through the trouble.
No, I'm not. I'm just going for a walk.
Uh-huh.
By the way,
Well,
I'd say
I
it
have
now.
anything better to
I
do.
love how we're all
I'll
dressed
tag
like there's no heating in the fucking dorm. And that's why we're
I'll go
always
too.
dressed in like really, really warm clothes.
Look at that. Turns out we all want to go after all.
Where is it?
Oh, I have directions.
Sweet.
Happy New Year! Let's all give it our best. Anyhow, you guys are late. We were just about to leave.
What?
Happy New Year. What's the matter, Iori?
Kirijo-senpai, you look amazing. I feel like I'm... Oh. What's this feeling?
Gunpei strikes again, y'all.
Excuse me.
Happy New Year, everyone! I've never worn a kimono before. My obi isn't crooked, is it?
Fuka, wow, you look just... Oh, wow.
Hey, come on! This traditional clothing is quite interesting. However, it's difficult to move in.
Ai-chan, considering what you usually wear, it looks even more amazing on you.
Is that so? What is this odd sensation I feel?
I'm so glad I came. Best New Year ever.
Junpei-san, why are you acting so strange?
Man, what a beautiful first dream of the new year. Right, Sonata-san?
Yeah, I guess so.
By the way, aren't you guys cold?
Yeah, a little. But I think it's kind of helping me wake up.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Junpei-san said you don't have any other layers.
Other layers?
Oh my god, Gunpei.
Wow, aren't you just a great role model for Amada-kun?
No, wait! Ouch!
Whoa, what is this music? Hello? I'll talk through it all. Oh.
Planning on heading back? All right.
I'm not used to
Oh, they
seeing
speak.
girls
Okay,
dressed
cool.
like
I don't
that.
have to say anything.
I'm not sure why, but I get a little flustered looking at them.
What do you mean, not sure why? You fucking dumb. Oh my god, with them, y'all.
Wearing something like this on New Year's really makes me feel more put together.
Stop this song. Shut up. It's like a rendition of the fucking opening. Oh my god.
Although the sash makes it a little hard to breathe.
Seriously, Junpei? Of all the dumb things you could say. Anyway, it's nice that we get the chance to go out like this every once in a while. Let's just try to stay positive and chin up.
I drew a paper fortune, and it said great luck. I'm sure that means everything will work out for the best.
I picked a portrait and it said worst luck. That's a hell of a way to start New Year's. Agreed.
What? I didn't say that! Dude, don't go making stuff up!
Huh? But you said...
Hey boy, well, you're a handsome fellow, aren't you? Okay. You look like just like one of my masks. I'm just kidding. What the fuck? Hey kid, have you here for your first shrine visit with me, or hey, I'll have to pay my respects after work. I just want to keep saying here. Oh, this song. This like rendition of it. The fucking like guitar. The electric. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Might make it save. Alright, let's go home.
Planning.
What did you wish for, Fuka?
I wished for a great year. I know it sounds boring, but that's what I really want.
That's what I wished for as well.
We all wished for the same thing.
However, I'm not praying for divine help. There's nothing to worry about. I have the utmost certainty that we can do this.
Yeah, I know we can.
We should get going.
It was reportedly a gathering organized by a new religious group. Police are working to confirm. What the fuck's happening? The news is talking about a cult gathering set to happen around the start of the year. Oh, because everyone's in their apathy syndrome era. I love these like new like remixes. I love how the colors like faded too. Remember, like it's very desaturated. I saw a news report about that cult. They've become so big lately. That's one way to start the new year on a wrong foot, huh? And there's only 1 month left.
By the way,
The mantra of the cult is, if you believe, you will be saved. Ridiculous, isn't it? Similar lines have been used to brainwash the gullible throughout history. We'll have to keep our guards up. The public seems to be fooled by these words.
Hey!
Have you seen the headlines? The one that's like, new cult gaining personality and apocalyptic ideology spreading? Something tells me this all has to do with Nyx. When the cult assembled, they didn't seem to have anything in particular. It was just a gathering. Of course, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'd say it's preferable than being violent. But the fact they did nothing at all is rather eerie as well. I also like how, like, look, watch, we go to, like, these places. Now that the end's coming, like, all these people with apathy syndrome, they're just, like, littering. Oh my god. Right, and they start, like, posting their shit everywhere and graffitiing everything. Look at this shit. We'll order them all too in a second. That lady's nuts. I don't get what she's saying at all. Maybe she's got brain damage. But I'm a believer too, so I guess I don't really want to talk. I asked her what all those papers and paintings mean. She started spouting all this nonsense. It sounded like a lecture or something. I believe in a deliverance and the end and all that, but I still can't follow what she's saying. The people who believe in the end have at least some energy left. I mean, they have enough for them to believe in, you know? Is this a crazy lady? These posters and paintings are far from meaningless for us. With our acts, we will change the flow of casualty. The concept of salvation will be in greater harmony with the earth, tipping the scales to deliverance. The earth, seeking salvation, will become an empty vessel for Nyx Sama to fill. Whatever with them. Let's go check. Actually, how are the outskirts looking like? Oh wow. All the fucking things are here too. It's fine if they want to say those who believe will be saved, whatever. It bugs me, but at least I get what they're saying. But that weird sign they leave all over the damn place is different. Doesn't make any sense. Creeps me out. Shit. The town's been looking like a garbage dump, and I hear it's all those cult dudes, well, all that graffiti shit. I mean, we do it in twos sometimes, but not this much. They must be out of their mind. All the papers, everyone with apathy syndrome, just like... What is this old guy's name? Even if email is invoked today, I'm still happy to get New Year's cards. You got any friends you can send New Year's cards to? Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. Oh, I heard that before. When I get a little better, I'm going to come here with a friend. He's been acting weird lately. I'll talk about the end is nigh and stuff. What he needs to do is get back and relax here in the arcade. Damn, y'all. I just wanted to showcase, like, even though I don't really record it too often, like, the world is, like, it's, like, reflective on, like, what's happening. That guy right there is popular because his face is supposedly shrunk, but he's so deep into it, it's hard to understand what he's saying. Yeah, salvation for Nyx. Now my dad says all that weird stuff too. He's right there with my mom saying the end is coming. I don't want to go home. There was some drive to clean the stations up, but I don't think it's working there. There's trash all over, bicycles scattered on the floor, but I'm not complaining. I like it this way. Damn. I don't like having a rank system in Fallen Orders, so I didn't think I'd like this cult either. But when I joined, it wasn't like that at all. It's not a typical cult or strict organization. It's just a guy sharing his beliefs, and people decide to respect him. It's totally Strega, I think, that's like saying this shit to these people too. That's my theory. Don't those don't those who preach to others care about what people think about them? I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not that kind of person. My teacher's so boring. I don't really dislike him. He's just annoying. We're 6th graders. We're almost out of elementary school. I wish I had another teacher. Damn.
All right. I think it's finally time for me to pay you back for everything.
I see you two are together again today.
Kurosawa-san, I don't usually see you around here. Is there something wrong?
No, I'm just helping patrol the area. You might have noticed already, but the city's been feeling a little different lately. We can't be sure what'll happen. Make sure not to stay out too late.
Thanks. You be careful too.
I will. At any rate, this is perfect timing. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Recently, your friend here has been bothering me about my work. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm hoping you might have an idea. Oh, you thinking of becoming a police officer?
No. Well, I haven't really thought that far yet. I just figured I should get to know you better, Kurosawa-san, since you've done so much for me.
I've had my eye on this guy for a long time, but I have to say, he's changed a lot this past year. Is this your doing? If it is, then I hope you'll keep looking after him. He has a tendency to get himself into trouble when you're not watching. Oh, and just to illustrate what I mean, at the end of last year, we had an incident where a large number of gang members were found knocked out at Naganaki Shrine. It seemed to be the result of a fight, but no matter who we asked, they all claimed it was their own fault. The attacker is still unknown. We thought it might have been a clash with another gang in the area, but some of our sources suggest there were only 2 culprits. The most surprising part is no one found at the scene had any actual injuries. It's kind of unbelievable considering their sheer numbers. Whoever did it must have been pretty skilled. But in the end, the victims were just a group of infamous punks. They probably pushed their luck one too many times and got what was coming to them. It's very likely the other side acted in self-defense. And with no injuries, we probably don't need to pursue this case any further. I have no idea why the two of you would look so relieved to hear this. I may be an officer of the law, but I'm a human being first. If there are those with integrity who know how to use the power they're given, then I'm not above helping that cause.
I think I'm starting to see the path I need to take. Thank you, Kurosawa-san.
I haven't done anything to deserve thanks. I was just musing to myself. Things may have turned out fine this time, but you'd better avoid pulling a stunt like that again. Nowadays, it's becoming more common for goons like them to carry guns. Maybe it's inevitable given how connected the world is, but things just seem more dangerous lately.
Yeah, guns are pretty common in other parts of the world. Not to mention all the tough fighters abroad. Living abroad, though. Now that's a thought. I'll have a lot of freedom once I graduate. It might be fun to see how far my fist can take me.
There he goes again. Jokes aside, you certainly get a lot of opportunities when you're young. I do miss that sometimes. Maybe the 3 of us can get together for a drink someday. Well, I'll be on my way.
Someday, huh? You know, I've had to do a lot of thinking about the future lately, what with entrance exams and all. No matter what path I take, I intend to keep on fighting. But I'm sure there are some things out there I won't be able to do alone. That's why someday, I want to become a leader just like you. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got a job to do before that. I'm gonna protect you and all my friends. I'm gonna fight for our futures. And I'm gonna be the big brother she'd be proud of. That reminds me, I should give these to you before I forget. ahead and use those if you want. I'll teach you how to wrap them later. No particular reason. But if you have those on, they'll stabilize your grip on your weapon during battles. Just take them for now. They're what let me use my fists to their full potential. In a way, you do the same thing for me. All right? How about we end the night on a high note with some good eating? Anything goes today, so don't be shy. I'll be taking care of the check. For tonight, at least, you and I will be going strong for years to come. You'll get your turn eventually. All right, let's go.
The two of us ate and had a spirited discussion about the upcoming battle.